Hey, 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 hey. I want these people to watch this very carefully. Hey, hey, hey. Going to look here, going to look here. Which come here? Do you have some other lights here? Don't say nothing. Don't want to put it here. The other ring light. My ring light is here, boy. Hello, guys. Somebody, if you wanna shout, you can go somewhere. Hey, Paul, come on, help me. Let's help me here. Your mind was. Are you putting on mask? Come on. Oh, you must be. Yes. I even try to put it here because I want them to see. Okay. Right. Baby, kill this thing. Clear. As they can see. Okay. I put this. Yes. When you try to see that one, people saying what I'm doing. What I'm doing. Is it like full? No, I think it's fine. It's fine. Somebody's seeing what I'm doing right now. Hey, hey, hey. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, my best friends. My name is Maurice Da Crochetmaster, and we are live on this one. Yes, I want us to learn something today. And those ones, for us, we are here. We are in a lockdown. And I've decided to give this time to come and maybe we can learn something. So if you're there, please, you can make hey, 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 Oganyemi, you're there? Cool. So now we're going to look at something that you were interested to learn. And this time around, I've already put the courses there. That those who would like to learn the whole hairdressing, you can go and start your courses. So this time around, we shall be here to learn some tutorials on some few things. Where's my book? You have it? We have been doing some things here. Okay. So, as you have seen the title, we were supposed to be doing the temporary dreadlocks. I told you that these dreadlocks can be, it is very, very easy for you to remove them. So, I had, since we're in the lockdown, and I decided, let's try to do something with my little sister here. So I want you to look at me very carefully. I hope you're seeing what I'm doing. And please, if you're seeing it, you can still tell me so that we can start together. Because this time around, I don't want to leave anyone out there without understanding this. Because it's going to contain everything. And if you have any question that you have to ask me, please, you can still write there. I'm there to answer you. Hi. DJ, can see you. Wow. Yes, I'm seeing you guys. So let's try to learn. Now, when you're going to start to do the extended dreadlocks, there's some things that you're supposed to focus on. That would be try to look at your client's hair. Let me come back. Okay, so sorry about that. I'm very sorry. So when you're going to do the extended dreadlock, there's some the simple things that you have to be very careful when you're doing. So this time around, when we are starting the extended dread, we have to first look at somebody's hair. The hair, is it natural or it is straight? Because now when you have straight hair, it is going to be very hard for you to have a dreadlock. Sometimes it is hard for you guys. And what I know, like you need to be having at least some growth. So when you have a growth, that means it's going to be very simple for you to have these dreadlocks. And now there are those people who have been asking me about the hook that I always use. Me, the one I use looks like this. When try to look at this, this is how it looks. I don't know if you're looking at it, but this is how it looks. And it is always in numbers. It's always there is numbers. Say this is number 4. Uh, sorry, I always use number 4 because it works for me a lot. So now this is number 4. There is number 2, or there is number 1. So always number 0, number 2, and number 4 are the ones that are always used most. That one happened to. I use those ones when it comes to these kind of hair, that the hair which has got a lot of volume. It's when you use the numbers. It's like it is big, depending on the numbers going down, counting down. So if it's number 2, that one has a bigger mouth. So this is number 4. That one is just somehow medium. So it's what I always use when I'm locking. So now, one, you have to focus on the hair. The hair is supposed to be natural. The hair is supposed to be natural, as you're saying. It's supposed to be natural. And if it's straight, the straightness should be, because her hair is straight, but at least she has the natural hair that is the natural hair stops here. So it's like already an inch. So those ones who have laxed their hair, at least you should give it like a month, then you do the dreadlocks. So when you're done with that, now we are going to start doing the locking. Okay, so for the locking, I have the chemical that I always use. It's not a chemical, it's just a gel. And the gel that I use, it looks like this. This is Mouldin gel. So when I'm trying to use the Mouldin gel, I think you could look at it. This is how it looks. Uh, I get some small size, like, and then I try to wrap it here. You understand? And I always tell you why I always use the molding gel. I use the molding gel to help my to help to collect all the hair together, the hair that I'm going to be locking. So now let's try to lock. When you're locking, it depends on the type of the extension that you're going to use. But here it is very dangerous when you see someone is locking small hair, like this small hair, and is going to put a big, let me try to show you. Your neck is going to pay my idea. When someone is locking this kind of hair, I hope you can see what I'm doing. When someone is going to lock your hair like this, I think they can't see. Yes. So when someone is locking the small hair like this and is going to put a big extension, that is very, very dangerous. And please, I would advise you not to allow that. It's supposed to be that the smaller hair you're holding, the smaller extension it should be. So someone is not supposed to hold a small hair when she's going to put a big extension. That's why you hear people saying that dreadlocks they break hair. But those are the simple questions that always do. So someone's asking, Coaching, please, next time you can show us the hair packet. Oh yeah, it's fine. I have it here. I'm going to show you. Make with the palm hair, not natural. Palmed hair. Yes, it's not only for natural hair. I'm trying to explain that. At least when you have straight hair, it should be with growth. You understand? It's not for natural hair only, but if you have growth, you can still have braid. That's why I would say that those ones who have laxed their hair, at least you should make it to last for a month, and then you can do these temporary dreadlocks. For them, they're very fine. They can be done anytime. So let's try to hold this so that we can start. And now, when I'm going to do this, there's some things I told you that I always use. We have seen the Mouldin gel. Someone was asking about the extension. This is the extension that I use. The extension is for the darling. It's for darling. And sometimes I don't want to focus on one thing. Is that there's somebody who is very far from me and cannot get this. So you can still use your kinky, the kinky that you have to have these dreads. So don't get scared. This is the extension that I have. And by the way, I opened there is a channel for our salon that is Hair by Clippers. You can still go and subscribe to it because for it I show like all the things because the videos are always long and it is always hard for me like to explain everything in only one video. So I decided to open that channel, like to put the weave-ons, and then I show you like the time you're supposed to play this or you're not supposed to play it in that channel. So you can go and look for it. It's Hair by Clippers with Z, so that you can do that. So this is the extension that I always use. The other ones, oh sorry, we have already paid. This is the extension that I always use, and it comes when it looks like this. This is how it looks. It comes looking like this, and when you're going to start doing it, you just have to remove it, and when you remove it, you make it soft, and this is how you make it soft. There's somebody else asking, hey, how can I get the hair in Jamaica? Oh my god. Yes, if we try to ship, it can reach, though so right now we are still in the lockdown. There's somebody saying the video is not clear. Oh my god, somebody. Oh yes, can someone make help? Yes, you can. Videos. Sure. I don't know, but I'm trying to make sure that is clear. Is there anyone else who's not seeing it well? I don't know, but I've tried my best. All these lights I've put for you, and I think it's the network. Okay, let's continue. Those ones who are saying it, I think some others are saying it perfectly. So you have to make sure that you make it this soft, just like this. And this is how the hair looks when it is soft. You see? That's how it looks. So when you're done with this, it's already soft now. It's already soft. You see? It's already soft. So what you do next is to start the locking. And now this is when it is. And please try to write your comments, like anything else that you want to learn. This I told you we are in the lockdown, so I'm very free. We can keep on learning everything that we don't know. I'm there to teach you that. So I told you that the smaller the extension, the smaller the hair, the smaller the extension that you're supposed to use. No one should put the big extension on the small hair. That is very, very dangerous. And that's why people say that dreadlocks breaks hair. The only thing they do is that mistake they always do. So the hairstyle you will make million here, trust me. Oh yes, yes, always when all this goes well, I'll have to come there. I bring it closer. Somebody saying I bring it closer. The hair extension. Oh, why should I bring it closer? We can see it there. Okay. Not clear for me either. Oh my god. I want it to be clear. How many extension will one use? The extension will one use that one. It's according. That one is according to, because for me I always use it's according to the height. The more the height, the more the parts that you're going to use. But when we use these small parts like the bob, you can only use one part enough. So for me, I always use 1 pack when it is bob, and for the long ones, I always use 2 packs. I've never used 3 packs because also that one is not good when it is too much. At least you should not exceed 3 packs. Yes, you should not exceed. In fact, you should not exceed 2. Yeah, make sure that you use 2. So now let's try to do the locking. This is how I'm going to be doing it. And now, when we come to the locking, I'm sorry, going to bend down a little bit. Sorry, my sister here is already tired. You're not tired? Okay, if you're not tired, then you're good to go. I think everybody's looking clear. Yes, Matthew, good afternoon. Okay, let's go. Now, I'm going to cut to make my line here, and my line is going to be like this. You see? So I'm making it somehow a little bit bigger because even the extension that I'm going to use is going to be big. So now, when you're trying to roll this, please try to roll it from down. Try to roll it from down like this. You see, you roll it from down. And now, as you bring your hook, it's supposed to be this way, and then you lock it from down. That is how it looks. And I always want you guys to make sure that you leave that inch. There is the inch that's it's supposed to be like that, a 1/4 inch that you leave there for the extension to pass through. Because sometimes that pain comes from that thing. Is that whenever you lock it up to the skin, it will be very, very dangerous when it comes to putting the extension. It might be very, very very, very dangerous for someone's hair. So now, when you're done with that, you come and start the locking. So when we're doing the locking, you just have to press these sides. You don't do it from up like this. No way. It is from the sides. You understand? So now you bring it from this way and it goes through. Then after doing all that, you separate this into 3 like this. You separate it into 3 portions, and this is how it looks. So you hold it together. I think you're trying to get what I'm saying. So someone is saying, please show us the extension again. Chanel extension. The extension, this is how it looks. This is how it looks. It is Afro Kinky. Afro Kinky for Darling Company. So you can get it. And someone else, yeah. What can I use to make my locks thicker? Because my hair dread is not too light. Because my hair is dread is too light. How to make your dread thicker? So that I don't understand if your dreads are natural or they are with extensions. Is what I don't understand. One you use for precious. Oh, that one we shall do a tutorial for it. So now, when we're done with that, I'm going to start locking. Locking is very easy. This is her hair. I told you that why I like these extended dreadlocks is that they're temporary. And I don't mix the kink with the hair because that is very dangerous. When it stays for long, it might be very hard for someone to unlock. So now I use your real hair to lock it. And locking is very easy. I lock it this way and I do it upwards as you have been seeing in the tutorial. I do it downwards like this, upwards, and downwards. So this is what I just have to keep on doing, just like that. You see, it's the hair that I'm using to crochet. It's the hair that I'm using. I don't use the extension at all until when the hair is done. So now here, when you look here, the hair is now getting done. So when the hair is getting done like this, You see, the hair is getting done. So I have to see that now, if my hair is done, where am I going to get another hair to lock all these extensions? To those who have been following all my videos, I've been teaching this for several times, but now still I can repeat it for you. Hey, it's not clear. My God, please share the extension. I've done that. Okay, so we are going to do that, and then you can come and remove some hair, and then if it's this long, it will disturb you. Make sure at least you cut it. This is what you also use to lock again. You understand? So you just have to keep on locking it until you reach to the end. My sister is tired and she's dozing. Sorry, my sister is already dozing. I don't know why, but sorry for her. Are you comfortable there? Should no doze, I'll slap you. I'll slap her. So now we continue with this, and this is how it looks. This is how it looks. I have to continue doing this for up to the end. Up to the end. So when I'm done doing it up to the end, the only thing that I'm going to be doing is the locking of this side. So if I want my braid, sorry, I already have my braid here and it's already looking good when it's like this. And now you first lock here before locking here. You know, I always do this. Me, I hate pain. I hate pain. So I see this is very, very rough. But if I try to lock it up and I pass this through here, it might be painful. So what I do, I first lock before passing this through. That's why it is always good to do the repair when someone has got a lot of growth. So this is what I still bring here in the middle and I lock it. Just like so. And the extension is already there. You can see clearly when we have done it. So this is how it looks. Now, when I'm done with that locking here, what I do, I have to hold this back and I bring it back so that my braid is done. So this is the only way I bring this thing up. Those who are following all my tutorials, it's always there, and I've been doing all these for them there. And that's why I would advise you guys, you can also try to do this. So now here it is done. So what else am I supposed to do here? What I'm supposed to do here is, if it's possible to lock again, you can. But now for me, I don't like that. It's already firm. So even if I don't do that. Now we go to the next step of unlocking. This one I told you that my extended braids can be unlocked. Why? Because of this hair. Me, I lock seeing my hair where it is passing through. So when I'm going to unlock, it is very, very easy for me. I just come back here. I unlock like this. Already I'm seeing where my hair stops. I unlock here just like that. I keep on removing it. Even if it stays there for a year, it's the same thing. Kinky will never look like your straight hair. Maybe if it's natural, there I can leave, but it will never. So even if it is natural, still you can still see your hair how it looks. So now here, when I'm done with that, I'll just have to unbraid. It's very, very easy. And even our braid that we do, sometimes if you have time, you can unplait it yourself, as long as you always use one person to do the repair and all that, the treatment and everything. So this is how it is removed, just like this, and you're good to remove your extension. So now this is how the extension looks like, and this is our temporary dreadlocks. That's how they look like. Now, those ones who have been asking me about those questions, so before we go further, I would like you to ask me, my sister, can first go, or maybe you say hi to them, because you've been our dummy of today. Yay, this is my good sister. She's called Imi. You can tell them. Hey, she's dead. I think you can first go. Let me try to answer your questions. Okay, sorry. Okay, so if you have some questions, yes, if you still have some question, please you can ask me so that we get to know. Don't do that. Samuel is saying that don't do that. Thanks. Yes. How many hours does? Yes, the hours. Sometimes it depends, but most of the times it takes. For me, it takes 5 hours. 5 hours still depends on the hair, the hair, the volume of the hair, or even the length that you're going to be doing. Because what now, if if you're doing like very long up to your back, still it might take a lot of time than these bob, because the short ones, that ones I can take like 3 to 4 hours when someone is done. Another question. Thompson, yes. When this is all done, I will just come there. I'll come there and we do something. We can see. Okay. Thank you. Wow. So there's no any other question. There's no any other question. Okay. So now, if there's no any other question, what you should know is these extended dreadlocks, they are temporary. You can be able to remove them. So need a sponsorship from you. I need a sponsorship from you. Which sponsorship? Anyway, okay. So when you're done with that, the only thing we have to do is we have to when it comes to the extended dreadlocks, I was still telling you, it is temporary. Anytime you need, you can remove them. And something else you should know, try to mind the repair, the time for repair, because that is also most important thing that you should always mind the time for repair. Because when it comes to that, sometimes people stay with their dreads for a long time. You find someone has got the dreads for like 6 months without repair. So when you're going to do the repair, sometimes it's very hard for us who are doing repair, and still it's not safe for your hair. So please, you should make sure that at least you do repair according to those days, from 2 to 3 months. And I always advise that is according to how your hair, how your hair how your hair grows. You understand? Someone is asking, please, have you add any product on that hair before installing the extension? The product we wash. After washing, we do the treatment, because now the hair is going to stay for long. Obviously, have to do the treatment. And then another thing is, I just added the gel. This is the gel after putting all that treatment. But when I'm going to do the extension, I add the gel. The gel. This is what I always use for my gel. So I add that one. Yeah, when I'm locking, because this one just help me to collect all the hair together as I'm locking. Please, can we lock temporarily the hair without extension? Yes, that one is possible, but what kind of hair? Because sometimes it's when you have straight hair, and when you have natural hair, trust me, when you're locking, then you have to be very careful, because natural hair for it tangles. So now, when you're doing temporary dreadlocks for natural, maybe it should be the one of the comb, the comb coiling. Yeah, I think I have a video showing you how to do that. That one you can achieve it if you can, if you want to do temporary dreadlocks for only hair without extension, you can still have that. You can still have that. You can still have the temporary dreadlocks. So now show us the tool. The tool. This is what I use. This is what I use. And I've been telling you that it is the size. It is with the sizes. There's from number 0 up to number, in fact, 14. So the more it goes higher, the smaller the mouth becomes. So this is number 4, and it's what I use when I'm doing locking this normal medium hair, like fine hair. But fine hair sometimes I use number 8. Excuse me, fine hair use number 8, and according to the size that you keep on using, because the size, if it's big, still you cannot use a small hook. You just have to use a bigger one. So someone else is asking, how long can they last? Well, the extended blade can last as long as possible. It can even last for a year. It can last for 2 years, as long as you do repair. But I would advise, try to look at the repair that I always do. The repair that I do, sometimes they're different. They're different from these other repair, because when you're doing the repair for extended dreadlocks, we all know our clients, sometimes they come when the hair in front is very fat. You understand? When the hair in front is very fat. So when I'm doing the repair, I don't add the extension there and then. What I always do is that I first remove the front part and even the behind part. I always first remove them. So when I remove all that, then it's when I start doing the repair. You understand? So as long as you repair a little bit, you can have this hair for all that long. Someone else that I can also hey, please show us the extension I did. How long they last? Yes, that's it. Please show us. Please, have you had any product? Yes, I did that. How many hours? I answered that. Hey, so I think we're done. We're done with that. Yes. So now what I ask from you guys is that you can still go. I tried to mix these two channels because it is now, it's like it is a lot for me. The videos are always long, and when I try to explain, sometimes people don't understand me. So what I did, I opened the other channel for our salon, that is Hair by Clippers. Clippers is with Z. So you can go and subscribe to that, because that's when most of the things that maybe the weave-ons, what I always put there. So you can go and subscribe to that, so that we get to combine these two. When you combine them, maybe you can look at the extension. You'll be looking at the extension there and the way I'm explaining them. And this time around, when you come to these to learn the tutorial, it will be very easy for you to learn all this together, because I'm doing it every Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And the tutorial of today is gonna be on what hairstyle you can play a pregnant woman. And yes, it's going to be, it's already there. You can to watch it. So this is what I got for you. And next time, about curly crochets. Yes, about curly crochets. Yeah, we find out like most of the curly crochets, they are very hard to maintain, and even the plating is also somehow difficult. So I'll also come and we join about that. I told you this time around, I'm somehow free, so we can share and we talk about some things. So is there anybody else who would want to any question? I think there's no any other question. Okay, I think there's no any other question. Everyone is answered. Let me try to look up. Oh yes. Hello, evocation. Okay, please next time show us the hex. Yeah, I did that. Can someone make this? Yes, I did that. Okay, I'll make sure that at least I've not messed up any of your questions. Is there any video of repair? Well, what is that? Is there? So they'll be showing you all that. Yes, so now I don't have much to say. I'm gonna sign out, but please let's just do that because I like sharing ideas. And by the way, to those things that maybe I do them wrong and you have some idea on them, please you can still give me your ideas. That's why I always like somebody to go in the comment section. You tell me what you all feel about that, so that I will also don't do those mistakes. So, Maurice, can you use Fluffy Kinky as an extension? Yes, please. That's why I told you that. Please, when you're very far and you cannot have this kinky, you don't need to, because kinky is kinky, but the plating is the one that matters because you may use it when you plate it badly, and that is going to be hard. So you have to learn first how this method goes, and it's going to be verified. And yes, those ones still the courses, because there are those things that now I've been seeing it here. Some other people are saying that it's not clear. The courses are going on. I'm teaching online on my website. The courses are going on. You can go and get your course that you want for the temporary dreadlocks, for the inside cornrows. It's because the beginning of hairdressing. If you know how to do the inside cornrows, everything you can be doing it. And next time, I think, what should I come and we talk about? Because yes, I want to come when we have something to learn. So if there is anybody who would want to, what should we learn next time I come? Is there anybody who would say something? Please write the name of the channel. It is Hair by Clippers. Clippers, it is Z. Clippers with Z. So that is what I can say. It is Clippers with Z. Hair by Clippers. That is the channel. It is very like I explain everything with the weavers, everything that I use. So that's why I always use that. And then another thing is what is the longest time you can wear a protective hairstyle? The longest time, me, I believe. Well, now that one's a hard question. But you also can look at your hair how it looks, because sometimes when the hair has got a lot of growth, obviously you can also be seeing it. The problem is sometimes when you have a lot of growth and we refuse to unplait our hair, that one is very, very dangerous. That one is very, very dangerous. So I always want you guys, at least when you see your hair has got a lot of growth, it's always good at least to leave it, to remove it. But the protective hairstyle, according to the crochet that I always do, the crochet that those short crochet, and in fact I've been explaining to you that when I say crochet, someone with long braids, when the crochet is also going to be added on that. But no, they differ because there's those short crochet that we do like for short puff hair. Those ones are not like these. You understand? So at least for a month to 2 months. You understand? But there are those crochet that I do and they last for 3 to 4 months. I have them, and when your hair is protective, so it's a lot. So we have a lot to learn. But the only thing we can do, we just have to join each other, join that channel of the Hair by Clippers, our salon. Yes, and now we are on here. Here we have a tutorial, and I want to start as a session of teaching you the real that's supposed to be on those particular crochet. You understand? Because now it's also very hard. I always see people doing bad cornrows and on good crochet. If someone has got a good crochet, but somebody has done a very bad, why would you do these big crochets? They're very big. They're those big crochets, very big, like the big twists, the big braids. But you find someone is doing, for the good heaven's sake, someone is doing a small cornrows, just like this, very small, and yet you're going to crochet that big crochet. Seriously, what do you think? That means the hair is going to break. And now, when the hair breaks, that's why you will find somebody saying, "Now, I can never plait dreadlocks, I will never plait crochet just because crochet breaks hair." It's only because of that. You understand? So Me, I always feel pain when I see someone saying like crochet broke my hair, because I don't believe in that. A crochet will not, as long maybe when you plait it badly. And me, I believe all hair can break hair. All hairstyles can break hair. I believe in that, because there are those ones who also do wigs, and they come when the hairline is also not there. So it means it's the plating. So we are the hairstylists. There are those things that we're supposed to learn to do for our clients. And something else, when you see someone's hair, it is too soft for that particular hairstyle she's trying to do, because sometimes our clients copy some hairstyles from some people and they come, they need that exact thing to be done. You understand? So when they need that exact thing to be done, and you feel like, hey, just because the money is there, like, let's plate it, but it is wrong. You understand? Because sometimes for me, I always even tell them, wow, you're not going to have this. You cannot have this because your hairline is not good for it. So those are the things that I always want us to not like to, let's not make the money to be, because now if that hair of the client breaks, then what are you going to play next time? So that's why we always advise them, because for them they come, someone comes with a big crotches and she'll be like, hey, I want my crotchet, I want big hair, I want my crochet to be very big, huge on the head. And you first look at their hairline when it is all broken, when it is all broken, and you're like, hey, you want this big hair, you need to have this hairline. Please, let's first do this. Maybe when it grows, you can still have that. Yes. Uh, what a home advice do you know much to give your client when you are done with artificial locks? Yes. The advice is, sometimes, in fact, the first very thing is that you're supposed to tell them is, when you're going to do repair, please. Me myself, I don't do repair that on the dreads that I didn't do. Even my clients know. When you call me that you want to do a repair, the only thing I've asked you, are they those dreadlocks? Am I the one who did them? If I'm not the one who did those dreadlocks, I don't repair them, because I know one day that person is, you're going to go back and you want to remove those dreadlocks, and when you reach that person who did them, if they fail to come out, or if they break your hair, that person is going to tell you that happened because maybe the crochet master did it badly as repairing it, but that's why it's breaking. So for me, that's why I don't like repairing the dreads I didn't do. So the only advice I give my clients, when I've done your dreadlocks, one, I'm the one who's supposed to do the repair. You understand? I'm the one who's supposed to do the repair. Even when we're unplating, still it would be ours to remove it. Because now someone else would mess up, yet would have removed it and you remain with the hair. So one, you should tell them always to repair them in time, because also that is very important. Don't allow your client to play the dreads and someone is paying like 6 months. Now she's coming to do the repair. And when you're trying to check in the middle, you cannot even see the boxes. Like the way you arrange it, you cannot see it. So how are you going to do that repair? That's why I always advise, at least in at least 3 months, try to make a repair. Or 3 to 4, but at least three is enough. Your hair will always be very neat and they will be protective. Yeah, that is only advice. And then another thing is that those people who like styling their hair all the time, you keep on styling it all the time, like styling it, even you style it badly, like you overhaul it. You find someone, then they have overpulled this side, and hey, wow, you did the dreads without pain. But now you're doing the repair and it's now, no, you're doing the styling, it's now painful. Ask yourself, if you did the dreads or locks and it was not painful, locking them was not painful, and why is it painful after it is it is after styling, then it means there's something wrong there. You understand? So that's why I would advise guys that let's try to be very careful with our hair, and let's try to. So now I'm trying to grow my hair, and there are those people, because me I've started growing my hair, but there are those people that I like my hair is even longer than them, theirs. It's just because I know how you can maintain this natural hair. You understand? I know how you can maintain it. So I will keep on